Hey Wildcats, it's time for Harry Potter Crafts with Miss Dziato. Let's get started. Today we are going to learn how to draw one of my favorite Harry Potter characters, Dobby. We're just going to need a piece of paper and a pencil to start. We'll add color later. First, I'm going to draw a square shape for Dobby's head with rounded edges. If you want, you can also make his head more round or oval shaped. Next, I'm going to draw a curved line coming out from the side for one ear and then on the other for the second ear. Underneath, I'm going to create a wavy line that attaches the bottom of the ear to the head. Again, I'm doing it on both sides like a mirror image. Now that we have the shape, we can add some details. So I'm going to make a spiral line to show the inner parts of the ear on both, and then the curved upper part of the ear, I'm going to add another line underneath to show how it folds over. Next up is going to be our eyes. For Dobby's eyes, I started with two slightly curved lines above and below, and then the same on the vertical sides up and down. Then on the inside, I'm going to create a large circle for the colored part of Dobby's eyes. The part around it will stay white. And then I'm going to add the highlights. So one big circle at the top and one small circle at the bottom, and both eyes in the same place. Next, I'm adding the black circle, the pupil for the center of his eye that goes behind those two small circles. And now we can get ready to create Dobby's nose. So I'm going to start with two vertical lines in the middle of the eyes that come straight down. And now for the bottom, I'm going to do two curved lines that come out and a curved line that makes a U underneath to create the shape of his nose. Of course, we can't forget his smile. I love when Dobby smirks to the side, so I'm going to move his smile over a little bit. Then of course, because he's an elf, I'm going to make some wrinkles. So I did a line over his eyes that curved up to the middle, and then some squiggly lines above to create the little wrinkles on the top of his head and some little sprouts of hair. Now his head is finished, so we can move on to his body. First, I'm going to make a little neck with two vertical lines, and then I'm going to draw a big rectangle for the shape of the pillowcase that he wears. I'm going to add some wrinkles to the pillowcase and then a little tie at the top with two little bunny ears and a circle. I'm going to add a couple more wrinkles because it's an old pillowcase, and then we can move on to his arms. We'll do two diagonal lines that come out from the side of the pillowcase and then a curved line for his elbow, and do it again on the other side, diagonal the opposite way. And then his hands are going to just be on his hips, so then two diagonal lines coming in to show a little bit of the hand on his hips. His legs will be similar, but he's a free elf, so we're going to add some socks on his feet. Right at the bottom of the pillowcase should be where his knees are, so I did a line with a curve to show where his knees are, and then the other lines coming straight down for his legs. Now I'm going to draw some bumpy lines to show the top of the sock, and then a big foot coming out like a rectangle, and then again on the other side. Making the socks look like they're slouchy, so I'll connect those bumps like they're the wrinkles in the sock, and then adding the line for the toe. And now I can create a second sock on the other side. I made this one a little bit shorter because Dobby usually wears different socks on his two different feet. Once I finished with pencil, I took a marker and traced over my lines to make it stand out from the background, and then erased my pencil. Once you're done with that, it's time to color him in. So I chose a tan color for his body, and I'm going to color in the whole of his body, his face, his arms, his legs, and then I'll go back in and add some darker parts of the same color by pushing harder, like in his wrinkles on his forehead and the top of his ear and around the sides of his face. His eyes are green, so I'm going to color in just the ring around the black part, leaving the two smaller circles white. His pillowcase is white, but it has some shadow, so I'll add some black, and then I'm going to take a brown colored pencil and go all over it to make it look a little bit dirty. Next up, we're going to color in his socks. I'm going to make them 2 different colors because they are 2 different socks. I hope you had as much fun creating Dobby as I did. See you next time.